We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Toronto Blue Jays. Blue Jays baseball is next. Aaron Sanchez gets the ball for the Blue Jays in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
Carl Crawford swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this definitely looks like a situation where somebody's going to have to call a team meeting. I don't know if it comes from a veteran or the manager decides to close the doors for a second, but this team has not played well. They find themselves losing lately. They lost the last game, and they're going to need a spark to get this thing turned around.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Nope, that's the ball.
I'll tell you, there was intent behind that pitch. I'm not saying he was trying to hit him, but when you're facing a guy like this, you don't want him to get too comfortable in that batter's box.
And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
And that'll bring in the veteran Ben Zobrist, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. He enters play with 14 home runs to his credit this year. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And gone. An absolute bomb. So a solo home run off the bat of Ben Zobrist. Home run number 15 for him thus far as the Rays move out on top 1-0.
Loved a homer in the top of the first inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
Standing in now, Carlos Pena, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Hey, D-Row, James Kingley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable.
Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out.
Nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He'll enter play with that batting average still shy of the 220 mark. 13 home runs and 29 driven in. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Longoria, or just Longo as he's often referred. He's in year 1 of a new 3-year deal. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2. 2 out, nobody on. And no offer that time from Longoria. It's back to 2-2 now.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
Lifted in the air to center field. Wells will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Tyler Glasnow is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Tampa Bay. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
A change of scenery might be just what Glasnow needed. Started his career with the Pirates. Never been a question about the stuff. Big time arm. 95 to 97 mile an hour fastball. Good curveball. This guy is what they look like. Big, strong guy. The concern with him, throwing enough strikes. If he's throwing strikes, he's tough to hit.
In now, Aaron Hill. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. From the stretch. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. A ball and 2 strikes.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
Weak roller right side. Scooped up. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Batting second, the third baseman, Kelly Gerber.
Now at the plate, Kelly Gerber. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 1-0 is taken, strike 1.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
The 1-1 waves and misses for strike number 2.
I just think after seeing both those pitches right there, 96, you have to be on the fastball or you're not going to catch up. If you're sitting off speed, that fastball is going to blow right by you.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Stepping in, George Bell, as he begins this one as the 4th leading hitter in the American League.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
He's set. Here it comes. Popped him up. Zobrist waits on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Blue Jays go down in order. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Here's Matt Joyce now, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Joyce is a very well-regarded defensive outfielder. Used to be that fielders were evaluated mostly by the eyeball test and simple stats like fielding percentage, but of course these days there are many more advanced ways that help determine a guy's work in the field, and in his case he shines in many ways. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Coming to the plate now, Aubrey Huff. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now the pitch. In there, 0-1.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
And he falls behind 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. And that's the second out. Now at the plate, B.J. Upton. He's hoping to start this series a little better than the one he finished last time. He was 0 for 5 on Sunday. Here's the pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. And that misses. 2-1.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here. Try and dominate and execute a fastball in, and then get the guy sitting inside trying to be quick to everything, and then pull the string a little bit on a nasty changeup.
A full count to the Rays center fielder.
And obviously this guy's a double threat up there. He can run and he can go yard too. You don't want to walk him because he might steal a base on you, but you don't want to groove a fastball either because he could take you out of the yard.
Good battle. Count remains full. A payoff pitch one more time. Chopper to short. Fielded cleanly. And he is in there.
Boy, that's what wheels can do for you, Dero. You can see this right here on this replay. He just simply outruns the white rabbit. He just outruns the baseball.
Yeah, it's beautiful to watch. You know why? Because this is the one tool you can't teach. You can take countless ground balls. You can hit till your hands bleed. But if you got no wheels, newsflash, you got no wheels.
Into the box now, Navarro. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. This one's down to third. Scooped up. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. One left for Tampa, who played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Coming to the plate now, Jose Bautista, hitting a little over 250 coming into action in this one.
Bautista.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike.
Now you could tell right there that curveball had some serious depth to it. That's what separates the good ones from the bad ones. That nasty spin rate. Get that downward action. You even get a star player like this swinging at something in the dirt.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball. Really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Delgado.
At the plate now, Carlos Delgado, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. .258 the average to begin play. 14 homers and 43 RBIs. Below the zone, a swing and a miss. Here's the 0-2. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner.
I don't know what side of the fence I fall on, boys. Old school, new school. I think I kind of stand right along that fence. But one thing that gets me jacked up is watching guys grind down an account and drive base hits the other way.
Edwin Encarnacion now, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Curveball looked at here for strike one. Encarnacion, the former Yankee, he signed as a free agent with this organization earlier in the season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there, 2 away.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
To the plate now, Vernon Wells, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s. 15 long balls and 42 runs batted in. The 0-1 on its way. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike two. Delgado leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Oh, 2 pitch is a curveball that misses 1 and 2.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
Now a swing and a little bouncer softly hit to the right side of the mound. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. Blue Jays held in check. It remains 1-0. Stepping into the box, Brad Miller, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And he fouls this one off. 0-1 pitch on its way. Sliced hard down the left field line, and it looks like he'll have extra bases here to begin the third. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Hey, after that base knock right there, he's into double digits, Dero. That's a 10-game hitting streak.
Oh, you talking about double digits, Dan? Now it's getting firm. We're seeing the batting average go up. We're seeing the homers go up. We're seeing the RBIs go up. Everything is moving north.
Stepping in now, Carl Crawford, as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball one. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Ready with the 1-0. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. A runner at second, nobody out. Line hard, but foul. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Hit hard down the left field line, but this is foul near the seats. Another try at 2-2. Ben Zobrist waits on deck. The 3-2 pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. He's got it. Throw on to first in time, one away. Digging in to try it again. Ben Zobrist. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
First pitch on its way. And this one runs up high. Ball one.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. And he takes ball two, and it's 2-1. Runner at second here with one man out. Hit out towards second. On to first, and there were two down. At the plate, Carlos Pena, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him on the way. A ball and no strikes. Men on third with two down. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front. A ball and a strike. Two balls and a strike to the Rays first baseman.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2-ball, 1-strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
The set and the 2-1.
After fouling off the second one, I got to step out of the box, adjust my batting gloves, and tell myself there's no chance he's tripling up on that pitch.
Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 22 on the year as the Rays have opened up a 3-0 lead.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter. And every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno. Number one, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else. And he did just that.
In now, Evan Longoria. As he'll take strike one on the inside corner. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Now here's the pitch. And Longoria swings right through that one as he's behind 0-2 now.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
Strike three called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Rays get a couple as you take another look at the two-run home run. Bottom of the third coming up. It's now 3-0 Tampa. Set to go now. Russell Martin, arguably one of the hotter hitters in the league right now.
The catcher, Russell Martin.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Low for ball one.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Here's Zobrist now at second. And a throw on by Zobrist gets him at first for out number 1. And with one away, time for a check of the standings in the American League East as you get a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play. So digging in now, Tony Batista. He's currently 9th in the American League batting race entering play.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
First offering on its way.
0-1 the count.
Here's the 0-1. Swings through it for strike number 2.
Hey, obviously he had a pretty good gauge on that first heater right there. He was super aggressive, thought he was getting another one, slowed him down with the curveball. That's the cat and mouse.
Oh, and a good curveball that time as it's taken for a called strike 3, and there are 2 away.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Standing in now, Aaron Hill, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Hill, a California-born ball player. This is his first year at the big league level. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
Here's the 1-2.
2-2.
2 out, nobody on. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Now a check swing, but that's in there for strike 3 anyway, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. They trail it here 3-0. Back now here at Rogers Center, and here's Heidi.
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
Thank you, Heidi. At the plate now is the designated hitter, Matt Joyce. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
At the plate, Aubrey Huff. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming, here it is. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. A leap, but he can't rein it in. It's off the wall, and he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Well, this guy has proven he can make some athletic plays in the field, and he takes a decent route to the baseball here, but I'm not sure anybody is going to bring this one in. Ends up out of his reach and bangs up off the wall.
Into the box, B.J. Upton, as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Wells is there, 2 gone. Now in the box, Navarro will swing it from the left side right here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Popped him up. Gerber is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Tampa Bay leads this one 3-0. Next to bat for Toronto, Kelly Gerber. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
The 2-0 on the way. Line to the right side. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
The left fielder, number 11, George Bell.
At the plate, George Bell, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1.
These are the moments in the game that can sway it one way or another, why you get a W or a loss right here. Leadoff man on, heart of the order coming up. Guy out on the mound has got his work cut out for him.
And this one's in the dirt. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. From the stretch. Outside part of the plate, the changeup is in there. Curveball got him swinging for the first out.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
At the plate now, Jose Batista. No balls and 1 strike. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the belt, the pitch, and this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. In the dirt here. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
And this is what happens when a power hitter is at the plate. You don't want to give him anything in the zone, and sometimes that leads to those tough-to-handle wild pitches. There's a chance they just put him on first now to avoid him doing any real damage.
Fouled away. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Boy, this guy has really good stuff so far on this one. How about 7 Ks, and we're just in the middle innings of this one. If he continues this up, this could be a real solid performance.
So now to the plate, Carlos Delgado, and it's fouled away. A base hit in his first trip. '50th pitch of the game on its way. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
There is a base open here, so the option to work around him is there if they want to go that route.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 1 left for Toronto. Still down 3-0. All set for the start of the inning, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Brad Miller. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Hey, pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
1-1. And now a pitch on the way. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Hey, after the double at his first at bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Wells is there, and he has it for the first out.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
Now at the plate, Carl Crawford. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Left fielder giving chase. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
Here's Ben Zobrist now.
Second baseman, Ben Zobrist.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
Wow, that's what a veteran hitter will do, right? Takes 2 really good pitches, both just missing the strike zone, and puts himself into a good 2-0 hitter's count.
3-0 to him now. Pitch on the way. 3-1. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Smoke toward the hole. And that is through into right field for a single. So it's a multi-hit game for him as that ball finds a crease into right field. And as you can see there on the team leaderboard, he's currently pacing the club here as we approach the midway point of the season. Now to the plate, Carlos Pena. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
First delivery to him on the way. And he runs that one high and tight for ball 1.
Hey, a 2-out single isn't all that bad, but it can be when you've got this part of the lineup coming up.
The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Swing, and he puts a charge into this one, high and deep, and you can't forget about it. This ball is gone. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, his second home run of the game, and the Rays have opened this up to 5-0. Well, that was this lineup's 3rd homer of the game.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling anyone today, Dan. Let's see if this trend continues.
In now, Evan Longoria, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Grounded back up the middle. And this is going to be a base hit for Longoria.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
So now the Jays manager will make his way out toward the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Doyle Alexander takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Alexander.
Standing in now, Matt Joyce, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 2 out with the man at first. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
0-2 count. You could do just about anything you want right now. Up, down, in, out, hard, soft. Good time to be a pitcher.
Lined into right, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. To be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Outside for a ball, 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. From the stretch. Hit back up the middle. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And the run will score from second here as that breaks it open to a 6-0 lead.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. 2-strike RBI base hit. The ball wasn't hit very hard, D-Row, but from a hitter's perspective, you'll take it any way you can get it.
Yeah, in today's day and age where everyone's looking to go deep and can go deep, not many guys have a legitimate 2-strike approach. This is one of those players, and that's exactly what he did. Shortened his stroke a little bit, didn't try and do too much, and came through for the team.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. 3 runs already home here. Had him out in front there as he takes strike 1 on the circle change. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive and a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Ready with the 1-2.
That's a ball.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Full count, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Digging in the switch hitter, Navarro. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat. The bouncer to the left side. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first, and an important pitch there as they get out of the inning before things explode. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of the 5th. It's the Rays 6, the Jays nothing. Back now here at Rogers Center, and here's Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Thank you, Heidi. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and that'll bring up the power bat of Edwin Encarnacion.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Comes set, and the 0-1.
Ball, that's out.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of swings, lots of misses, a lot of ugly at-bats for this team right now.
Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
Boy, he's really on a roll in the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Striding in, Vernon Wells. First pitch on its way.
Ball, that's inside.
The 1-0. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball. 1-1. Here's the pitch. And he popped him up. Zobrist moving to his left. 2 gone. Digging in for his second at-bat, Russell Martin. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's set, and the pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Into the corner and slicing foul. Now the 0-2 pitch.
Ball, upstairs.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
The 1-2.
2 balls.
Looked like he was a little over-aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
Here now the 2-2. Fouled off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. High fly ball out to deep right field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Blue Jays go down in order. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Ready for another shot now. Brad Miller, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
Brad Miller.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Oh, 2 the count to Miller.
Let's see if he tries to climb the ladder right here, change his eye level, or bounce something in the dirt.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Bullet back up the middle. Wells patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Carl Crawford. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit on the ground out to short. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away. At the plate, Ben Zobrist. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. First offering on its way. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
Hey, this is an amazing inning right here. Attacking the zone, keeping his defense invested. Chance to get off the field super quick.
Scooped up. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Rays go in order. 1, 2, 3. They lead it 6-0. Digging in, Tony Batista. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
First delivery to him on the way. Down the third baseline. But a foul ball here. 0-1. This is line to left. Crawford is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Ready once again, Aaron Hill. Here's the first pitch to him. Ball 1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. He's got it. 1 out, nobody on. Hit in the air to center field. Upton is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting.
Digging in and looking for more, Kelly Gerber. He singled his last time up. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
And he fouls this one off. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Just missed with the 2-2 count, and it runs full now.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
2 out, nobody on. Full count still. The payoff pitch one more time. Hit down the third baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Drilled on the ground to short. Miller's got it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. They still find themselves down 6-0. Carlos Pena will stand in again as he looks for home run number 3 in the ball game, as we flash you back here to his second home run. This was back in the 5th inning as he has the long ball working in his first few at-bats. Now here's the pitch. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Popped him up. Batista is there for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The third baseman.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Evan Longoria. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
1-0.
Longoria waiting on the 1-0. Chopped up the line to first, but a foul ball. 1-1. Two balls and a strike to Longoria. And treading carefully with Longoria here. It's 3-1 now. Matt Joyce will be next. High in the air down the right field line, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Now the payoff pitch home. Fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Skied into straightaway right. Batista is there, 2 down.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Matt Joyce is working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Bell is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Nothing across here this half of the inning. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. It's the Rays 6, the Jays nothing. Last half of the 7th here, and next it'll be the outfielder, George Bell.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Two 2-0 to the Jays left fielder. Well located changeup on that one as it catches the black for a called strike.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
And that misses, ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
Well, he loses him there, but that's just the first walk he's given up, along with a couple of hits, so his command has been pretty solid so far.
Into the box now, Jose Batista. And after that quick walk, is it fair to wonder if this starter is beginning to show signs of getting tired?
Yeah, that could be the case, Matty. Sometimes you just lose your focus, lose your command, but it'll be real important for him to get it back as this next hitter walks up to the plate.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
Has a look, now the pitch. That's by him for strike 1. The 1-1 home. A runner at first with no outs here. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Upton is there, and he has it for the out. Stepping up to the plate, Carlos Delgado. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. Up top, it's 2-0.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Edwin Encarnacion will be next. Now the 3-0 offering. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Looking up is the left fielder. To the track, to the wall. Gone! So a 2-run shot to left center. Home run number 15 for him thus far. As the lead is cut to 4, it's 6-2 now.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows. Finally able to get this offense potentially going with one swing of the bat. Being shut out all game, but not anymore.
Now here comes the Tampa Bay manager out to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll leave here with 1 out in the 7th as he now hopes the bullpen can go ahead and get him the W. Yanni Chirinos takes the call from the pen as he'll try to get the final 2 outs of this 7th frame.
Yanni Trevino.
Edwin Encarnacion to the plate now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Now the 1-0 is in there for strike one. Just off the end of the bat, it's a foul ball, and he'll stick around. Splitter, 2-2.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
He struck him out. The third time he's fanned in the game.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
Well.
Stepping in now, Vernon Wells. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 1-0. Swing and a line drive. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
The catcher, number 55, Russell Martin.
At the plate, Russell Martin. As he'll take a look at ball one. No hits to this point. The 1-0. Chopper to short. Gloved by Miller. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Jays strike for a couple as you get another look at the 2-run dinger. We'll march on to the 8th. It's the Rays 6, the Blue Jays 2. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Aubrey Huff. First pitch on its way. Clips the corner of the zone with the sinker for a strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches. Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. One out, nobody on. And a pretty good take there on the slider down. It's ball 3.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Strike 2 called, and it's full 3-2. And then that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, Stuff is obvious.
A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And they are not going to get him at first. He's aboard easily.
Now batting, number 30.
To the plate now, Navarro. The bouncer to the left side. And right to the spot the shortstop just vacated. A base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
Hey, that's a beautiful job of executing a hit and run right there. Pretty interesting. Must have known he was going to try and get over the heart of the plate right there with something, either fastball or something off speed, because he was coming unglued. 0-0.
Marco Estrada gets the call as he'll pitch with one gone in the top of the eighth. Brad Miller will be the first to greet him here, as he'll do so with runners at the corners and only one out. From the belt, the pitch.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
The 0-1 pitch. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Has a look, now the pitch.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With two guys already on, pretty good shot he's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Runners are at first and third, one away. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be two. To second for one. On to first. And talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. One batter, 2 outs, and the inning is over. Rays strand just the one. They lead it 6-2. Leading off the inning, Tony Batista, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out.
Second baseman, Aaron.
So striding in, Aaron Hill. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming, here it is. Hit in the air down the right field line. Long run for the right fielder, and that's in there, base hit. And he'll reach second now with one away. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the eighth to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at-bat right there, or probably his last at-bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never, and I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking, this very well could be my last AB of this game, so if I'm going to keep this streak alive, going to have to do it right now.
Kelly Gerber comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. Called strike 0-2.
What a nasty pitch right there. Batter thought it was going to hit him, and it ends up breaking into the zone for a strike.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. The 1-2. One out and a runner on second base. And that one misses badly. It's ball two.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate.
The left fielder, number 11,
Grant Balfour will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year.
Number 58, Grant Balfour.
Into the box, George Bell, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Has a look, now the pitch. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. One and two now as that one's fouled off. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Jose Batista stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. They could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. A run on 2 hits here for Toronto. 9th inning coming up. The Rays are out in front 6-3. All set to start the 9th in this one, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder Carl Crawford. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole. 0-2 now. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
That's a pretty good pitch right there. That fastball on the inner half of the plate. You can see that he just isn't able to get those arms extended, and pretty ugly swing right there.
Into the box now, Ben Zobrist. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. The windup and the 0-1. And this is sliced hard down the left field line. And now it'll kick around in the corner. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
And he just blasts this thing down the left field line. I thought it might bend foul, but it lands just inside the chalk, and he's able to leg it out for a double. Good looking swing.
So now to the plate, Carlos Pena, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. Now the 1-0. Count even now at 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Still 2-2. Another one sent foul. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
The 3-2 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Bell is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the 2nd out. Settling in now, Evan Longoria. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball 2.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Hit on the ground to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1 left for Tampa. They still lead it 6-3.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
And a save situation here, so on comes the right-hander Fernando
Number
Rodney.
56, Fernando Rodney.
Into the box, Carlos Delgado. He'll lead things off here as we play the bottom of the 9th.
Hey, not impossible, but highly improbable. Even when you're at home to score 3 runs off a closer like this guy, they've got the work cut out for him.
The windup and the 0-1.
Nope. That's inside.
You know, you don't always have to straight challenge a guy on a 3-2 count. With the 3-run lead, no one on base, this is the perfect situation to do it. No reason to nibble and possibly set up a big inning.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
Now the pitch. Edwin Encarnacion comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
The last thing you want to do when you've got a 3-run lead in the 9th is give the other guys any sense of hope. It's a good time to challenge here on 2-0, especially since there's a good chance he's taking until he gets a strike.
3-0 to him now. Now the pitch. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. And it's fouled away. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And this one is gone. A home run. So a solo home run for Edwin Encarnacion, number 14 on the season, and they cut the gap here. It's now 6-4. At the plate now, Vernon Wells, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making it work for this one.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swung on and missed, 1-1.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. Now the pitch. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Here's the pitch. Line to the right side, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. Riding in once again, Russell Martin. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
Working for the punch out and the offering.
This right-handed pitcher, his bread and butter is that two-seamer, and he loves to throw it inside.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
Now here's a hard hit ball. Caught out there at second base, as he'll hang on here to record the second out. Jake McGee takes over on the mound now, as he'll try to get the final out of the ball game here and pick up a save.
Now pitching for the Rays, number 57, Jake McGee.
Tony Batista will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. McGee comes set and delivers. Reined in, and he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Man, that's what you would call an efficient outing. 1 pitch and he gets the save. He doesn't get paid by the pitch, so he just figured he'd end it quickly and hit the showers. Good call.
A 6-4 finish in tonight's affair. Tampa Bay jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Tyler Glasnow earns his 5th winner of the year. Aaron Sanchez struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Rays, 6 runs on 13 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Blue Jays, 4 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 20 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.